Hello darling, I'm Sarah with Ladybird Poppy, and I've owned my own floral business for 5 years, and I've been in the industry for 15 years. And today I just wanted to show you some fun, unique ways of just gathering some props from around the house or just your local grocery store, and being able to make just a cute and unique arrangement. So what I have here is a pumpkin that I carved out and hollowed it out, and you just want to make sure that you get all the seeds out. And then I just filled it with room temperature water. And what I have is this is called a flowering kale, which you probably wouldn't be able to find at a local grocery store, but I think it's something that's good for you to be able to just support local flower shops, and they'd definitely be able to provide you with something that's unique and a little more interesting. And the cool thing about kale is that you can kind of bend the petals back, the leaves back, and make it a little bit more fuller. So I'm going to give this a nice cut, and since the vase is short, you can cut it pretty short, and I'll just put that right there in front. And then these leaves I actually just found outside on my driveway. So you can kind of just stick those in as a little contrast around the base. And then I have Lisianthus here, which is just a really pretty purple flower that'll help kind of give a little more depth and just contrast to the arrangement up against the white. And you always want to be able to just be sure to remember to give a nice angled cut and fresh cut before you stick anything in water. And I like working in groupings of threes or just like odd numbers, so you have one focal, and then I'm putting these 3 Lisianthus in on the side, just to be able to balance it out a little bit. And then I have some fun celosia that will just prop up a little bit higher and take off all the green leaves at the base so that the water doesn't get too moldy. We'll just stick that guy in, and it'll act as a line flower and kind of add for some height to it. And the nice thing about this celosia is that it has a lot of different laterals, so we can use smaller pieces and just be able to draw your eye in a little bit more. Let's place a couple pieces down there, and sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to get the flowers to stick in the way that you want to, and really you just gotta keep trying. And that's the fun thing about floral designs, that you can kind of mess around with it and just mix and match until you feel like you're satisfied with it. So, and then I have some seeded eucalyptus, which is just some greenery that I can put in the back to kind of fill it out a little bit more. And I'll add a little bit more of this celosia too. And then something fun too, just to be able to add, I enjoy using different types of pods and just dried stuff. So this is actually some scabiosa pods that I had left over from a wedding like 3 weeks ago, and it's nice because they're dry and they pretty much last forever. So just something fun, and kind of gives it more of that autumn feel too. So, and as far as floral design goes too, just doing groupings of threes, you could even put the other purple on this side and that would look really nice too. I'm kind of making it a little more balanced out. So there you go. And there's a nice little arrangement that you can make for your holiday table. So as far as this arrangement goes, you always, for basic floral design, you want to have a focal flower. So here the kale is the focal flower, and then I have a couple other filler flowers, which is the Lisianthus, and some other arrangements I've used the celosia as line flowers, but today they do act, or I used them as filler flowers, and they do act a little bit more as line flowers today. And then I have a little bit of greenery with the fall leaves and the seeded eucalyptus that I stuck in the back too. So, and that's just kind of the basic principles of having your greenery, focal flower, filler flowers, and then the line flowers here. And then these scabiosa pots are just another filler flower to add in to give it a little more depth and texture to it.